Hi, everyone, and welcome to Speak English with Confidence. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. If you are learning English and want to speak more fluently, you're in the right place.
That's right. Many English learners feel shy or nervous when they speak. They worry about making mistakes or not finding the right words. But today, we're going to share some easy and fun tips to help you speak with confidence.
Yes. And at the end of this episode, we will explain some important words and give examples. So, stay with us.
Let's start with the first tip. Practice every day.
Yes. Learning a language is like learning to swim or ride a bicycle. If you don't practice, you won't improve.
Exactly. But practicing English doesn't mean you have to study grammar for hours. You can do simple things like talking to yourself in English, reading aloud from a book or a newspaper, describing what you see around you in English.
That's a great idea. For example, if you are in a park, you can say, "The grass is green. I see a big tree. The sun is shining."
Yes. And if you have a language partner, you can practice speaking together. Even if you only speak for 5 minutes a day, it will help a lot.
And if you have a language partner, you can practice speaking together. Even if you only speak for 5 minutes a day, it will help a lot. And remember, speaking a little every day is better than studying for many hours one day and then doing nothing for a week.
The second tip is, don't be afraid of making mistakes.
Yes, many learners feel shy because they worry about saying something wrong. But remember, mistakes help you learn.
That's true. Even native English speakers make mistakes sometimes. The most important thing is to keep speaking.
Right. Imagine you are in a shop and you want to buy bread. If you say, "I want bread," people will understand you, even if it's not a perfect sentence.
Exactly. The goal of speaking is to communicate. Don't worry if your sentence is not 100% correct. Just try your best.
Yes. And instead of thinking, "Oh no, I made a mistake," think, "Great, I learned something new."
Another great way to improve speaking is to listen a lot.
Yes. When you listen to English, your brain starts to recognize common words and sentence patterns.
So, listen to podcasts, audiobooks, or watch movies and TV shows. The more you listen, the easier it becomes to speak naturally.
And here's a tip. When you watch a movie, don't just read the subtitles. Try to repeat what you hear.
This is called shadowing. You listen to a sentence and say it at the same time.
For example, if a character in a movie says, "What are you doing?" you say it too, copying their pronunciation and tone.
Yes, this will help you sound more natural when you speak.
Another tip is to speak slowly and clearly.
Some learners think that speaking fast means speaking fluently, but that's not true. It's better to speak clearly so that people understand you.
Yes. And when you speak slowly, you have more time to think about your words.
A good way to practice this is by reading a short text out loud. Focus on pronunciation and speak with confidence.
And don't forget, it's okay to pause. If you need a moment to think, Just take a short pause. Native speakers do this too.
And don't forget, it's okay to pause. If you need a moment to think, just take a short pause. Native speakers do this too.
Yes, learning a language takes time. You don't need to be perfect today. Just try to improve a little every day.
And the last tip, be patient and have fun.
The more fun you have, the more you will learn.
That's right. And remember, learning English should be fun. Listen to songs in English, watch funny videos, or play games in English.
Before we finish, here's a bonus tip. Try to use English in your daily life.
Yes. You don't have to be in an English-speaking country to practice English.
That's true. Here are some easy ways to use English every day. Change your phone or computer to English. Write your shopping list in English. Try to think in English instead of your native language. Sing English songs and learn the lyrics.
These small changes will help you get used to English and feel more comfortable when speaking.
Now let's go over some important words from today's episode. 1. Fluently. Speaking a language easily and naturally. Example: she speaks English fluently because she practices every day. 2. Practice. Doing something again and again to get better. Example: he practices English by talking to his friends in English. 3rd mistake. Something that is not correct. Example: don't be afraid of making mistakes when you speak. 4. Shadowing. A technique where you repeat what you hear immediately. Example: I use shadowing to copy native speakers and improve my pronunciation. 5. Confidence. Believing in yourself and not being afraid. Example: speaking English every day helps build confidence. 6. Pronunciation. The way words sound when you say them. Example: good pronunciation helps people understand you better. 7. Pause. To stop for a short time before continuing. Example: it's okay to pause when you are thinking of the right word. That's all for today. Remember, practice every day, listen a lot, and don't be afraid to speak. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode of Speak English with Confidence.